That is mind-blowing, Polarium. You are better than that. Be better. There's no way you think that it's a good idea to have. It is episode of 9 in What's Next in Raid, and I cannot wait to watch it. My name is PJ. Welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video, and let's get right into it.
Hey everyone, it's time for another episode of What's Next in
Oh
Raid,
yeah.
because we've got some exciting updates coming soon.
Tell me about
There's
it.
Faction Wars Hard Mode,
Okay.
an expansion to Siege battles with some new mechanics. A first look at this year's Community Weeks
Nice.
and more. So buckle up, and let's get into it. We'll
Oh,
start
yeah.
with an old and popular feature that has been around for almost as long as Raid itself.
Faction
We thought it was
Wars.
about time for an update, so enter Faction Wars
Cool.
Hard Mode. The concept is simple. Greater challenges, greater rewards.
What does it say down here? Working in progress may not fully match the live server update. They always gotta throw that in there in case they gotta change some things around, of course. Hey, stop right there. Click in the description right now for you to get a free legendary Karato Fox Hunter along with 4 free amazing epic champions as you level up. Here are the exact steps that you need to follow. Step 1. Log out of Player and Play on PC and uninstall. If you have never had Raid installed on your mobile phone before, the link will work there too. Step 2. Click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Step 3. Launch Raid and complete the tutorial. Step 4, go to the inbox and claim your champion. Here we go. Karato Fox Hunter will be there waiting for you in the inbox. This is an amazing start to your account and you do not want to miss it. So make sure you click the link in the description, follow the steps, and don't forget, tell a friend.
The concept is simple. Greater challenges, greater rewards. You'll unlock
I like
hard mode
greater
by
rewards.
finishing all faction crypts and collecting the final Faction Wars reward on normal mode.
Awesome.
Lydia, the Death Siren. The schedule will be the same on both difficulties,
Okay.
so don't worry about there being a mismatch on opening days.
Makes sense.
You'll also be able to access hard mode crypts with the same keys you'd use to access normal mode crypts. All crypts will be significantly harder, but
Depending on how good these rewards are, I was kind of hoping it was going to be 2 separate keys, and then if you complete it and got Lydia, they could give you like instant battles for the normal, kind of like what they do for Hydra or for Clan Boss. So you would still get those rewards, and then you would get these on top of it. I'm not sure how I feel about them using the same keys. I guess they didn't want us to get double the rewards, but I don't know. We'll see how good these things are. I did watch this video before. This is my first reaction to it, so we'll see what he talks about here in a little bit. But at first thought, I was kind of hoping it was going to be 2 separate keys, and then like I said, they would just do like an instant battle for the normal once you fully complete it. But we'll see what they have to say here in a second.
you'd use to access normal mode crypts. All crypts will be significantly harder, but that also means better rewards. We're
Okay.
talking artifact crafting materials, glyphs, including rank 6 glyphs in rare, epic, and legendary rare.
So this is very interesting. There's quite a few things that really suck in this game, and one of them is using a 6-star speed glyph, or specifically speed glyph, and getting the low roll on it. Getting a 3 on a 6-star speed glyph is terrible. So hopefully these will kind of make it so you can give you like a range. So maybe a legendary will be 6 to 7. These will be 5 to 6. These will be 3 to 4 or something like that, guaranteed, with maybe bonus so you get higher, or maybe it's just guaranteed. But if it is guaranteed to get like a high roll on a glyph, this is way better. This is gonna be huge. You're really gonna be able to optimize your gear now, especially like your speed pieces. Because a lot of times you'll just keep rolling 3s, 4s, 3s, 4s, 5, maybe a 6, but it's really hard to get those 7 and those 8s. So this could be really, really, really nice. I'm very excited to see how this is gonna play out.
And new rewards like relic crafting materials for a brand
And
new
more
group.
relics.
And those are just the goodies that drop from regular.
See how those
group
relics are in the
stages.
future.
We're also introducing a whole new line of rewards. The challenges are harder though. Clearing a stage with no losses will only net you 2 stars this time around.
Okay.
Getting 3 will require something special. It might be killing enemies while they're under 10 debuffs, or landing a specific number of final blows with a champion under perfect veil. Be sure to check out what challenge.
So it looks like they're kind of doing the Chimera. They're taking the trials from Chimera and adding them into Faction Wars, which I like. I was very interested to see how they're gonna do this. If they're gonna do like a huge stat boost and just make them really, really tanky or really fast, really strong. If they're gonna do really annoying waves, which they still could do annoying waves. But it looks like they're gonna add the trials or challenges to it, which I'm kind of excited for. I'm looking forward to kind of a new challenge, and again, using champions that I normally wouldn't use, kind of like the Curse City thing. and getting them to be used here. So I was assuming it was going to be a mythical champion. I was hoping maybe, I mean not hoping, but I was thinking maybe they would do a void mythical because Lydia is a void legendary at the end of normal faction wars. So maybe this would be the first time they introduced a void mythical at the end of hard faction wars. Looks like they're not doing that, but it is a mythical, which is going to be cool. We'll see how she is or how good she is in the future. I don't think we know anything about her kit yet. She looks pretty cool.
Be able to
visually
get anywhere else. So get out there and conquer faction wars today to make sure you're ready for when hard mode drops. Next up, let's talk about changes coming to Siege. And
more defenses, more offenses.
We're also planning a new mechanic for magic towers and defense towers. These defensive measures can conceal some of the champions garrisoned in a tower before a fight begins, or apply debuffs to the attacking team. Think of them like traps.
So this is pretty cool. I like this change or this add to make the defense a little bit more tricky. First usage of active skills of each enemy deals 20% less damage. A trap, there's some other ones here as well. Just adds some more variety, makes defense a little bit more unique. I think it's good overall. I think it's pretty cool. First shield placed by each enemy is 50% weaker. Doesn't work against shields placed at the start of the round or protected ones. Interesting. It'll be really cool to see what other traps they have and how they might affect the gameplay, affect the strategy. That's pretty cool. I'm excited to see what they have here.
That must mean new rewards. I hear you ask. You're right. Winning Sieges in tier 7 and 8 comes with greater rewards.
We like rewards.
Unique crafting materials for another new group of relics coming down the line. But it'll be more difficult to stick around than it is in tiers 1 to 6. You'll need to reach a certain number of siege points to enter tier 7, and winning a battle there will propel you into tier 8. However, losing battles will drop you to lower tiers, and you'll have to win again to return. We'll also be tweaking some.
I'm hoping this will help with the tanking situation. A lot of clans are tanking. If it's a really unfavorable matchup for them, then maybe they'll still tank. But hopefully, if it's a close match now and people were like, oh, maybe we'll tank because we're not going to win, maybe now they'll start trying to push harder and go for these extra rewards, depending on how good they are. But hopefully, this will be a little bit more of a reason not to tank, because tanking is definitely an issue in this game and lots of these areas. Siege is one of them. We'll see how it impacts it, but kind of in the step in the right direction, I'm hoping.
Mechanics such as victory conditions tweaks meant to deal with siege draws and clan management tools.
That's good.
To see where we can improve there. Keep an eye on the.
That's one thing. A quick rant. I cannot believe they added a system like Siege where it's competitive, where both teams can draw and then no one wins. There's no tie break when they first came out with this game mode. That is mind-blowing. Polarium, you are better than that. Be better. There's no way you think that it's a good idea to have competitive game mode where there's no tiebreaker. And if there's a tie, no one gets the rewards. No one gets anything. So it's pretty much null and void. You both lose if it's a tie. Polarium wins, and that's not good. We need better for the player base. They did fix it, so I'm glad they're looking to make it even better. So that is good. But the fact that it was even released with like that, with nothing, is kind of unacceptable.
Patch notes coming in the future to learn more. A slightly smaller feature we've got coming, but no less exciting, is leaderboards.
Okay.
Bring bragging rights. In essence, we're implementing dedicated leaderboards for all arena modes and the 6 dungeons. You'll be able to see the top performers in the arena or dungeons collectively, but you'll also be able to see the top 100 players for each separate mode and location.
Okay, so initially when it said leaderboards, I was thinking of like fastest time. It looks like they're talking about leaderboards as like the most amount of. Okay, so okay, I see. So this is their way of trying to get people back in dungeons, because a lot of endgame, late game players, dungeons are kind of dying. Most people are getting their good gear out of Cursed City, Doom Tower. Very little is it coming from actually dungeons. It's like if it's a 3x speed, a 3x savage, something like that, then obviously they're going to be farming hard, but most of the gear is kind of useless. So they're adding these leaderboards to try to get people to maybe spend more resources and go harder in the dungeons because they maybe weren't going as hard before. Maybe, I don't know, just tinfoil hat theory, just thinking out loud. But yeah, initially I thought it was the fastest time, but it looks like it's going to be the most amount of points or dungeons done. Interesting. I'm glad that it's just like cosmetic stuff and not just Lego books, mythical books, shards, because it is kind of like a whale fest, kraken fest. Assuming they want to do this, they still might do it for the emblems, but I have no problem with them getting emblems or cosmetic stuff for doing the leaderboards. Some people maybe want better rewards from the leaderboards. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, if you think the rewards are good or not, but I think it's better that it's like this, where it's just emblems, cosmetic kind of things.
Finally, Community Weeks is coming back. We've got
When I first watched this video, I was scared when I initially heard this. It was like you had to get every single day, and if you missed a day, then maybe you wouldn't be able to get the fragments for the champion. I'm glad that even if you miss a day, you'll still be able to get the champion. You just might miss some other goodies. But that is good job, player. That would have been really, really tough if you had to hit every day and not miss anything.
the resources as well. The final reward of the Community Week's Advent Calendar is a legendary relic, and you get to decide
Nice.
what it'll be. When the time comes, you'll get to vote on one of 4.
Ooh, what are we picking? What are we
Rally
picking?
your friends,
Let me know in the comments what you
make
guys
your
want to
vote
pick.
count, and determine the boon every player will receive.
So I've heard some different things. I think the initial thought was want a submission, and then I was looking at my Discord, my clan Discord, and they're talking about maybe doing this one, the temporal something. And the reason is it's gonna be a lot harder to get the temporal than it is to get the wand. The wand of submission is out of the standard group versus the clan group. When you're crafting the relics, it's a 50-50 chance of always getting, or let's do here, the clan group. It's a 50-50 of getting the standard and this one. Or if we did one of these, the event group is a 50-50 for the event versus the standard. So you're always going to get that 50-50 for the standard. So you're going to generally get more wanted submissions versus the clan one, where it's you're going to have to get the 50-50 to get the clan, and then you're going to have to win the 50-50 on actually getting the temporal stagnator. So this one actually might be a little bit harder to get. After all of that, quick synopsis is this one's probably going to be a little bit harder to get. So maybe we want to pick this one over the wand. I don't have any wands, so I would like more wands, but I think that will come. I'm going to do a big relic summon here in a little bit, a couple of days. But yeah, maybe the temporal stagnator is what we should pick as a community over the wand. I'm not sure. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, but just a thought there.
Nearly done. But a What's Next in Raid video is never complete without a sneak peek at some upcoming champions. Feast
Yes.
your eyes on these
He looks
incredible
sick.
new warriors coming to the game over the next few months. And that's it for now. We hope you're...
Isn't it kind of funny the way he said "and" right after they showed like a dog, which most of the community knows you've been waiting for a dog to pair with Pac-Master. They teased it for like, I don't know, over like a year or something. They did Pac-Master and said, oh, there might be a dog coming in the future for him. And they meant deep down the future. So this might be the dog to pair with him, hopefully.
few months. And that's it for now.
Yeah, he said it so like
Excited about
smugly. He
these
said
new
it
features
very
coming to the
smugly.
game.
There we go. The 9th episode of What's Next in Raid. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Please leave a like, leave a comment. Hopefully the relic explanation made sense. I feel like I kind of made it a little bit more complicated when I first explained it. Hopefully me going into the actual game and showing the relics made a little bit more sense. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.